Yeah, for sure, for sure. You feel me? I had to do this for me. You understand me? Yeah. My house tour, my apartment tour. But big facts, you know what I'm saying? Because I did do this here. You know what I mean? Sometimes things get a little rough. Open that up. Yeah. Front door to my crib, man. You know what I mean? That's the front door for to give myself the tour. Just a little motivation and inspiration to inspire myself. You know what I'm saying? Because things happen in life, right? Things definitely happen in life. And so, this is my dining room. Uh, but I turned it into a weight room. Feel me? Got my good dartboard right there, like, you know what I mean? Uh, oh, that's him. Yeah, yes, sir. Let's zoom in on him. Yeah, that's him. You know, but got a good patio out there. It ain't all, it ain't clean. I was thinking about getting out there and cleaning it and stuff like that. But again, got my good weight bench right here. You know what I mean? Got the good lotus flowers, the yoni flowers with different paths on it. You know what I mean? See that there? You know, of course. And got me an A1 little station for all my loose items, you know what I'm saying? Workout items or whatever. But yeah, that's the good bench. You can bag it out, panning out. Got my good Oma. I put the work in right here. This that beginning and end stage right here. So I'm about to really get cracking. But like I said, this is for a mental documentary. Visual documentation of the fact that I had it for real. You know what I mean? Not saying that I'm a loser, but like I say, life be life. And so, I wound up in a situation where, I had to resign from my job because of constant, and I mean constant, bro. But anyway, this my kitchen area, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep it clean in a major way. These are various places as a commercial driver where I've been: Arizona, California, in Illinois, New Jersey, New York, Nebraska, Iowa, Idaho. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so yeah, I got all the appliances that I need to go on my journey for the most part. You get what I'm saying? Full toast toaster, you know what I mean? Got my Vitamix right there, my Nama J2 juicer. We're gonna go in on those. You know what I'm saying? A little split ass. I'm on my tea journey right now. You feel me? Yeah, of course. Good microwave. You know what I'm saying? I got that right there. For those who know, you know. You know what I'm saying? Got my double-sided air fryer or whatever. And then when I come up in here, look who looking at you. Ta-da! That's my boy right there. But anyway, yeah, got my copper cups on deck. You get what I'm saying? Got my teapot right here, loose leaf teapot. Just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, to me, this is a documentation, man. So I won't ever forget that this is something that I did do. This was a feat that I accomplished, and I maintained it for 7 years. Big facts. You know what I'm saying? If you talk about it, it's a dream. If you envision it, it's possible. If you schedule it, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Fear, false evidence appearing real. And guess what? There is no competition. I got all these trucks right here from the different scales. My son like them and stuff like that. Ain't really got nothing in the fridge. Modelo's. A lot of water. You know what I'm saying? I got my sea moss on deck. Right. And of course, let me go back up this way for the kitchen. Nothing but sea moss up there, man. So I'm getting it real right. Like, you know what I mean? Like I say, I'm on my journey, man, and I'm making sure that I get to it. But like I say, it's always something that'll come about in life that will cause you, you know what I mean, to just try to give you a hard time intentionally. But anyway, like I say, this is my video documentation of the fact that I did that and I had that. You get what I'm saying? So are moms. You know, and it's gonna get better. It's definitely gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Got my punching bag, my Ryan Garcia fierce reflex right there. You feel me? A truck driver made that right there. You know, but yeah, man, the Merkaba. Just, you know, I got my own way of thinking and doing things, or whatever the case may be. But anyway, you feel me? Down the room / workout area. You feel me? My kitchen again, once more. You know, I keep a clean environment, you know. Put this right here, man. That's big pressure right there, man, for sure. You know, got the ancient American Indians, you know what I mean, up there. And there's that boy. My son. Anyway, yeah, so this is a living room area right here as well. You feel me? I got to represent for the Choctaw American Indian women. I love all women for sure, for sure. You get what I'm saying? And this is my living room area. Down there is the hallway for sure. You know what I'm saying? As above, so below. Right? So this is the famous wall right here. You know what I'm saying? Both my kids. I love them both dearly for sure. You know what I mean? Got this A1 little fan right here. But yeah, I'm panning out back to the living room. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I keep a clean environment. You get what I'm saying? Definitely keep a clean environment. For sure. You know? So yeah. Like I say, this is a video documentation, man. Just to show myself, I might have to go back on it one day. I got my JBL right there. That motherfucker slap. Printer, fax machine / copy machine. You get what I'm saying? All praise due to the Most High. Burn my Palo Santo on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Just because it puts me back in. It puts me in a to myself type of feel. You get what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna be using this right here to find another job. Obviously, like I said, I put in a resignation because I was being pressured and targeted. And it's just like the third time this done happened in my world. So like I said, I just feel the need to do this here. So from the couch, you know, this is how I sit, chill, watch TV. I got my bar over here for sure. Definitely got my bar over here for sure. Got some of the nice stuff over here that I like to drink on. You get what I'm saying? It's not just for show, but it's a nice fit. Anyway, you got the 42 ideas of my out right there. All praise due to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And the ancestors that guide me, right? You know, I like that right there. I always did. You know what I'm saying? It's therapeutic. You know, picture me standing on top of the mountains and just, you know what I'm saying? You know. Anyway, yeah, this right here is something that I use to keep myself grounded. The human emotional vibration chart. That one up there as well, and then the laws. You know what I'm saying? Inhalation, exhalation, the cosmic pendulum, right? So, you know, I ain't the best artist on the planet, but you know, I like. You know, this is just my feel of it all. Living room status is what I see on the regular. You feel me? Man, I love that right there. You know, and then I got this right here up top. You get what I'm saying? And it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I greatly appreciate it. There's never be a time to where I'm gonna feel like this the view from the kitchen. You feel me? Like that there. There'll never be a time. You know, I'm not gonna let this time slip by because a lot of people, you know, they have a tendency to forget where they was at a time, right? So anyway, boom. You know, I got the dream catcher right here. I am a Choctaw, but I think this right here was actually created by the Hopi in Arizona is where I got it from. You can tell by the colors. So yeah, this is my healing, building my house of healing for sure. So I'm on day 6 of fasting, and I'm looking to go 180 days. You know what I'm saying? Personal and spiritual reasons or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, this is my room from the outside, coming in from the living room into my room, right? And so here it is. I got my big 75-inch screen TV right there. Man, I love that rug right there. That rug is pretty dope as shit. Yeah. And so I got my son's dresser drawer right here. You know, this is his. And also the, you know, wristband that I had when I was in there. Right. Yeah, of course. My little things right there. But yeah, That's where we at. Let me go and close. That's my sock drawer. Let me go and close that. You feel me? You know, so, you know, it's my little, you know, it's pretty much the master. Got the in room, you know, the bathroom, sink outside of it, but it's in my room for sure, you know, of course. And so, get that good visual right there. Let me go on and put this over here. Yeah. But, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Zoom in on some of that stuff right there. Got the Tree of Life candle holder or whatever, of course. My son's bears and shit back there, Goofy and what you call it, Cookie Monster and shit. But yeah, of course, man. I got the hamster hand, and I also got the Ankh. You feel me? The detail in the Ankh is super amazing. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Anyway, this is my room for sure. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna go on and zoom in on some of this detail. Look at that. Man, it's detailed out the game. You feel me? Pretty dope. Look at that. Nice, man. You feel me? It's pretty dope. Definitely. See that? Right. So from outside of the bed, got these cool little mirrors right here. You feel me? Gotta do some dusting in this joint. But this what it look like from here, you know, into the living room. You know what I'm saying? Of course. So then I go from here to my closet. Right? Crack the closet open. You feel me? But yeah, man, you know, my bathroom, sink, clean. You know what I mean? I gotta stay fresh, fly, and funky. You feel me? Fresh, funky, fly. Good stuff up here, man. You feel me? I'm going to back up a little bit, pan out. See how I got that set up right there. You know what I'm saying? Got my 2 chargers hanging at the bottom. Good colognes, stuff like that, bro. You know, now into the closet area. For sure. It's kind of messy a little bit, but man, I got some new shit up in here, bro. I got the new J's. I got some shit. You know, so one of these days, I'm going to just take them all out and put them down, and I'm going to just take a good picture of them. You feel me? Yes, sir. I got a lot of shit up in here I ain't even got to put on yet, say, bro. You feel me? But, again, like I said, you know, I just want to, you know, consistently and continuously be proud of myself for what I did do. And the time I was able to do that, yeah, that self-cut system right there is super dope. That's how I get my A1 edge ups and keep my shit, you know what I'm saying? Keep me right. Oh, damn. Let me see. I'm just going to put that up. Hold on. Let me sit right here for a second. Sit right there for a second. But yeah, it's all good, man. Like I said, you know, shit happen, man. Life be life. You know, life definitely be life. Yes, sir. My bathroom up in here. Don't mind the ring around my tub. I gotta clean that. You feel me? But for the most part, man, my shit is cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. I can't complain, man. You know what I'm saying? So again, from here, man, it's my room. Boom, coming out. Yes, sir. Yeah, this is the visual from my room. You feel me? That right there, it's artwork. Can't forget that. It's my kinetic art right here. Kinetic art, I love it, man. It just is. Sometimes it's therapeutic for real, homie. But yeah, of course. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna take a trip down the hallway. You feel me? Trip down the hallway. This shit right here from the hallway, like, you know what I mean? Absolutely. Got my washer and dryer for sure, man. Keep all the good stuff, man. Got my towels, everything organized up there like it's supposed to. Got some stuff in there for the wash, but I gotta wait till I get a full load. You know what I mean? But like I say, man, this is definitely, for me, it's a visual. Excuse me. Yeah, this is definitely the visual. This is the door to the garage. Go on here and get this out the way while I'm right here. I don't know what that goddamn light doing on, but yeah, my son whip. You feel me? I was aspiring to park another vehicle up in this joint. You know, water heater and shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. But, yeah, let me turn that off. Yeah. Yeah. So, this is my son's room, for sure. Got the big industrial film and it's hot in the motherfucker up in here, you know what I mean? But what I have up in here is, you know, both of my phones is my, you know, old trusty and old reliable. You feel me? Both of them working proper, like help me get through the city and shit like that. Pack it out the game. You feel me? I got all my jackets hanging up in here. You know, got my son's stuff right here. This picture right here was his gender reveal picture. It's pretty dope, so I decided to put it in here for him. His basketball course and stuff like that. You feel me? So, yeah. Pan out from here. You know, this is his thing. You know, if I ever can get it together. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, back into the hallway. That's the garage again. Boom. Look at that. That's my washroom jar. This is my alarm system. Look.
Arming away. Right. You're now free to exit. Your home is now disarmed.
Right.
Ready to arm.
So, anyway, just because I'm a commercial driver, I got to make sure I keep my shit safe. But this is bathroom number 2. You know what I'm saying? Bathroom number 2 got his little toilet right there over there. Cut the big lights on. This is actually the biggest bathroom in the crib, right? And it got a feature on the goddamn shit that I wish was in my room, right? You know, you can actually pull the drawers out. Ain't that something? They put that in here, but you can't put it in my room. You know, I was feeling the way. You ain't got a damn another one over on this side. Look at that there. Pull the drawers out. Ain't that something? Pretty dope if you ask me though, but pretty dope. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know, all praise due to the Most High. I did that. So definitely did that. Yeah, but we out. You know, back into the living room. Got the 2-way light switch right here. I can turn the lights off right here. Boom. You know. But yeah, it is what it is, man. You feel me? I can't complain. Like I said, it's just a visual to myself. You know, to show myself that I did it. You know what I mean? Despite what happened, despite how tables may turn, because they always turn. Look at that. Dope, huh? Yeah. Despite how they turn, man, they turn. You know? And, you know, you just got to keep moving forward. You got to keep striving for better. Because I definitely want better than what I have here now. But it's a struggle right now to even keep it. You get what I'm saying? That's the cold part about it. Not by my hand, but by the hands of people who just seem to, you know, just have something against a brother for whatever reason. You know, I could do my job to the best of my ability, hard in the paint, right? Responsible, reliable, dependable, above and beyond type of, you know, employee. And this is the type of shit. And like I said, it ain't big, but it's mine. You know what I'm saying? It's my space, it's my place, it's my peace. So I designed my place to be that. You know, my place, my space, my peace. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, at this moment, right now, like I said, I just felt the need to do so, just in case I got to move everything up out of here, because I ain't about to fail, I ain't about to fall, I ain't about to be on no bunk shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the time for that. You know, a lot of people get into situations and, you know, they go do the worst shit. Like, yo, your situation already bad. You know what I'm saying? So why make it worse? You know, it's already bad. So why do something else to make the situation 10 times worse? So, you know, I'm scraping coins at the moment right now, but it is what it is. It's okay. I ain't gonna complain about it. You know, just came out for a ride. Spent the little money that I did have on me a vapor pen because I got habit. So I got my 2 new ones sitting right there. You know what I mean? And I got the paper ready to go to get the print out, you know, reformulate resumes and stuff like that. But, you know, it's difficult right now. You know what I'm saying? And the trip shit is, nigga, I worked 17 months, hauling milk, concentrate, different things of that nature. And, you know what I'm saying, to transfer over within the Kingdom Advantage Group, transfer over to the energy part, just for the woman to harass me about my tax, my tax W-2s from 3 years ago, which was crazy. Like, why are you even requesting my tax information from 3 years ago if I've been working here for 17 months and I'm not a new hire? I'm literally transferring from one company, from the specialties, which is, liquid milks, food grade, over to the clean energy, right? So it was just a fucked up situation altogether. And then before this, what made my situation horrible is that this lady, safety manager Sharon at Pacific Dress Services, she said that I was fired for mobile usage and not reporting the accident in a timely manner and all this different type of shit. When that's bullshit, because when I bumped the chassis in the yard, bro, it was in the yard I was parking. I wasn't on the road. So she decided to put that on the termination, so that I never seen it. So that posed difficulties, homie. You know what I'm saying? With even getting another job. And so when I get into another job, this type of shit that happens. So now I'm here. And then of course now they don't want to pay out unemployment because I decided to resign. Due to the pressure of the transfer, I guess, coordinator, dispatcher, recruiter, whatever the fuck she is, want to request my shit from 3 years ago. And like I say, I resigned because of it, because I couldn't afford to take another termination. You know what I'm saying? Termination is different when it comes to being a truck driver. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you either have to pick your poison. So now here I am. You know what I'm saying? Just documenting what I do have, just in case I do lose it, just in case it don't work out the way I hope it do. Right? Like I say, now I ain't giving up. I'm doing what I need to do, making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I had to do this documentation for myself. You know what I mean? Because, some people like to make you feel a particular way about yourself after a while. And I refuse to allow people to make me feel any type of way about my side, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I put the work in. Like I said, I've been maintaining this place right here for seven years alone, going on 8 years. So at the end of the day, man, it's still all praise due to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And I make sure that I keep these 42 ideas in my mind at all times. You know what I'm saying? And try to maintain the level myself at all times. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I felt that this was very necessary for me to look back on whenever I felt the need. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I felt low about myself, regardless of how the situation may pan out. This is just a confirmation, to myself. You know what I'm saying? My place, my space, getting it going the best way I can. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't giving up. You know what I mean? I don't plan on losing this motherfucker because I ain't going out without a fight. But if push comes to shove and it just happens that way, then, you know what I'm saying? I can look back on this and say that I had it. But of course, if I lose this, not speaking it into existence, you know what I'm saying? Just preparing for the worst. Everything was a preparation for the worst. The reason why I got them scooters back there instead of getting a goddamn car. You know what I'm saying? Because I just know life be life. But one thing I can do for sure here is just plug that in the wall, maintain it. You know what I'm saying? And I can get through the city. This one go 50 miles an hour, that one go 75 miles an hour, right? And I don't never go that fast anyway. But the fact is, I don't have to pay for gas. I wouldn't be able to afford it. And then having a car note, let alone a car note and all this other type of shit, bro, that'd be crazy as hell. You know what I mean? So it's all about preparation. It's all about preparation. It's all about, you know what I'm saying? You don't expect the worst, but you prepare for it for real. You feel me? At the end of the day, it is what it is. It just is what it is. Boy, I got shit up in here that I ain't even got to wear yet, man. I ain't even been able to get fly. You feel me? I got some stuff in here, man. Shit. I ain't even been able to get fly. Shit. But it's all good though, man. Like, I'm back at it again, It don't stop. I'm just doing what I gotta do, and I'm gonna do it so I can't do it no more. You feel me? Ain't no give up in me, nigga. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't fall. nigga. You feel me? All praise due to the Most High. And the only person that you need to be worried about, you need to depend on, is you. Peace to the gods.